Yo, the Real 03 here. I got to clean the M&P 9 compact version because my girlfriend shot the heck out of it, and we like to clean our guns after every time we shoot them. So I know the lighting kind of probably sucks, but I was kind of anxious to use my new camera too. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pull the slide back. Gun's empty, clean. Well, not clean, but it's empty, safe, ready to go. And pull the slide back. Going to this little lever right here. We're going to push it down. Off camera. Okay. Gonna push it in the down position, as you can see there. Down here in the buttstock, there's a nice little tool that you can pull out. And inside, this is always hard to show, there's a little pin right underneath the ejector. Go ahead and push that down. And now you can kind of see it, that it's down. That is it right there. And yeah, I'm trying to do that through the viewfinder so I can ensure you guys can see that. You don't have to pull that down, but you know, if you don't pull it down, then you have to pull the trigger to get your slide off. So now you can go ahead and put your tool back, and go ahead and hold the back of the slide, push down the slide lock, and the two halves come apart. Got them together, just pull right off just like that. Got your handle here, and set that aside for now. Got your slide, got your recoil spring, which is captivated, so it won't fly at your face when you pull it out. Right in here you got your barrel. Go ahead and take that little guy out. Then you're ready to clean. I like to use these gun patches to do my cleaning. You know, there's all kinds of stuff that you could use. I just kind of like them because they don't really leave a lot of lint behind, which is good. I don't really like that stuff in my guns, although it really doesn't hurt it. So usually the first thing I do, because I like to let it soak a little bit, so I'll take some Rem oil. And the reason I like this stuff is because it's a cleaner and a lubricant. So I usually spray my barrel with this, spray the inside here. I just usually take the Rem oil and right down in the barrel, but I'm going to do that off camera because I don't want to get it all over my camera. The M&P 9 is really easy to clean. I mean, it's not like some guns where it takes 10,000 steps to get everything apart and everything else. Pretty easy gun to clean. I got one of these. It's a nice little plastic pick that I got from just Walmart for a few bucks. Came with a few different little things, like a brush, and came with this thing which I hardly use, but sometimes I find a nice use for it if something's kind of crudded up on there after a few thousand rounds of shooting. This thing works kind of good. It's kind of like, looks like a brass bristles, something like that. Anyways, I digress. So can go ahead and the inside of the slide, there's all kinds of places that get nasty and cruddy, you know, all up through here. I mean, basically the whole thing I go over with Rem oil. Take one of these nice little patches in my Rem oil, go ahead and spray the patch. This time I'm actually going to go ahead and spray the slide because we actually went shooting a few days ago and I haven't got to clean it. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a nice small coating of this stuff on there and make it all nice and shiny in there. Ooh yeah, nice and shiny. Then I'm just going to take my patch and start cleaning. You know, I make sure I get down in the grooves, where the slide moves back and forth as it recoils. I'll make sure I get that nice and clean. You know, usually the first patch I'll let get just really dirty. That way I'm not wasting a whole bunch of patches trying to, you know, one swipe and oh, it's black, then I can go get another one. Even though the patches are very inexpensive, I just find it nicer to kind of go over the whole slide once, even though I know it's leaving residue behind. I mean, as you can see, this thing is already covered. But it's not that bad. Kind of fun cleaning the gun, kind of relaxing. It's not too bad. Go ahead and do that. Get down in the well here, down in here, where the barrel comes out the front here. Usually gets a little dirty. It's kind of hard on a black slide to really tell how dirty it really is. My Springfield XD is it's got a stainless steel slide, and man, what a night and day difference it is cleaning this M&P compact versus the XD. Now, right down in here is where your firing pin's at. I know I'm not telling a lot of people anything new, but you know, I just wanted to do a video on this, and if it helps, you know, even one person, that would be great. I haven't taken the firing pin out of this one yet. It's probably just as easy as on the XD. Just pop out a roll pin, pop out this pop out this back plate here, pop out a roll pin, and the thing should probably come right out. I'm actually just going to do a rough cleaning on this because I think I can only do 15-minute videos. I want to make sure I can show you guys what I do to clean, even though this thing looks pretty good. I mean, that's just one patch and this thing is black. But I definitely go over it a few times to make sure that I'm getting all the crud out, because there's a lot of stuff that builds up, and you know, you really got to pay attention to all the nooks and crannies in your gun, even though, you know, it probably worked just fine if you missed a few nooks and crannies and a little bit of stuff built up. But I don't like the idea of letting stuff build up in my firearms. You know, I paid a lot of money for these things, and you know, I mean, I don't have kids, and I consider these things my kids, so I really try to take care of them. And one benefit of spraying the oil down in there like that is, you know, you can kind of tell little spots that you missed as you go. Sorry if I'm like paying attention to the gun more than I am the camera, as you guys can see here, but probably not very fun just watching me do this. But yeah, it kind of gives you an idea of like, alright, well, there's still some oil there, so probably should get that. You know, at least on a black slide, that's kind of one of the things I've found kind of helps. Tell me where I've cleaned, where on a stainless steel slide it's kind of easy to tell where you've cleaned. And okay, set the slide aside there. The recoil spring really doesn't get that cruddy, but if it does, I'll spray a little bit of rem oil on it and just wipe it off. Probably just use this patch here. Just go ahead and wipe it down. Yeah, there's a little bit of stuff on there, not too bad. And the barrel that we sprayed the oil down in is nice and slick. I'll take this little 9mm brush, which has seen better days, and just kind of go down the barrel and try to loosen up some of that crud that's in there. The brush isn't exactly going to clean it. It's just going to really like break up what the rem oil put in there. And then actually what I'll do is take a patch, because there's oil down in the barrel, and I will wrap a patch around the end of this here rod and just kind of take it down there. And with the 9mm, the rod's a little stiff, so you kind of got to push the patch down in there and then be really careful that you don't damage your rifling or anything. And I mean, that thing's practically clean as a whistle. I mean, it's really clean down in there. Now we're going to clean the outside of the barrel, because that matters, definitely. Especially right right here where your bullet comes from the magazine and pushes into the chamber, the little ramp there. It's kind of funny, I'm an engineer. You'd think I'd know all of these technical terms, but you know, I'm still learning. I'm still learning what all these little pieces and parts are called on the barrel and the slide and everything. A lot of it I got down, but some of it I don't. But you know, the point to my videos is just try to be down to earth with everybody. I'm not trying to be super technical. I'm not trying to sound like I'm a gunsmith or anything. But you know, just clean the outside surfaces of your barrel, and clean the inside of it for sure. As I'm cleaning, you know, I'm kind of looking for anything that stands out, like defects or, you know, anything, cracks in the barrel, cracks in the slide, anything that could cause a problem. Because you really don't want to go shooting with a cracked slide or a cracked barrel. It's just not a good idea. A lot of bad things can happen. Now, on this guy, like here and here, where the slide sits at and actually slides back and forth, as you can see, the black paint is worn off here where the slide physically slides. So, you know, that tells you there's a lot of friction there. And so, you know, you want to clean anything that you can possibly see and get your fingers on. Again, I just do it with these patches. I make sure I get down here on the inside of the slide, where the slide kind of guides on to the little ramps. Well, ramps probably isn't a good term, but anyways, these guys right here, you know, clean the inside of those, get underneath of the of these slide clamps where the slide kind of sits in the groove, and make sure you get all that stuff good. Yeah, I think my 15 minutes is up, so I'm gonna go ahead and probably do a part 2. So I'll see you in a minute.